Cancer, what's up? Thanks for joining me. Okay, we will do 3-card tarot for the sign of Cancer for the last week of May 2019, and then we'll do some more. We have a significator already. It's jumped out of the deck. Okay, I shall I might as well reveal it now, might I not? It's the Hanged Man. Okay, now there has been a stuck energy theme going on this week so far, and I'm not at all surprised to find that this is coming up in Cancer already as well. So okay, let's start with a 3-card spread, please, for the sign of Cancer for the last week of May 2019, and we'll do some more cards as we go to get some more significance out of that. Okay, so first one, that, and that, and that. Okay, right, so significator then, the Hanged Man. Okay, and no doubt that will gather more significance as we go through there. Okay, I love these cards, but they're rather dark when we start trying to actually read them. Tricky one, that. Okay, so here we have the Queen of Wands. Very, very serious character. This is about the 3rd time today she's come up, and we're only on the 4th sign, so there we go. This is very much the energy of the moment, and it is fluid energy, friends. I can't make any promises that things are going to happen or not happen. It all depends who you are, it all depends where you are in life and where your journey's taking you at the moment. But when we get the Queen of Wands like this, it is actually worth questioning ourselves a bit and others a bit. Just questioning where we are on the journey. Doesn't mean we're going the wrong way. It just means, you know, look back and think. Don't look back in anger, like the song says, but look back and think. And I always think this shows me some certain amount of anarchy in matters of love, just because we've got a red and black flag, a black heart on a red flag, sort of red and black thing going on there. Okay. Now we get to the heart of the matter, because what we've got now is the Ace of Swords, and it's reversed. Yeah, it's come up reversed like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like the right way around. We're nearly there, Cancer. We really are nearly there, but we have to stop and think. Okay. Now, are you willing to change your thinking? This card being upside down kind of suggests that maybe you're not, and maybe you've got good reason for that. It has been a very intense time for the sign of Cancer. I'm keenly aware of that as we've gone through the last few weeks. And there are a lot of cares and a lot of concerns coming up around Cancers at the moment. Not an easy time for you guys, but do kind of, you know, believe in yourselves, because it is possible by just it says change your thinking in the kind of guidebook on this, and I don't feel it's complete transformation of thinking that's needed, Cancer. It's just looking at this situation you're in now from really seeing another person's point of view if you can, and if you can't, just ask yourself, what would it be like if that person was right? Okay, it's the kind of thing where someone's oppositeness, someone's very kind of opposition to what you're up to and what you're about, might be worth trying to understand. It's a bit like the Fool, you know, the Fool's journey. It's all looking good, but there's a dog waiting to snap at the Fool's heels to let the Fool know that there may be dangers ahead. Possibly that's what's getting stuck. Possibly that's where thinking needs to change, Cancer, but you won't really be able to think it through until you've got all the facts at your command. You know what I mean? Excuse me a tick, I just need a quick drink of tea. Right. Okay, and the third of the 3 cards then, and we're in the context of the Hanged Man. Don't forget, the third of the 3-card spread is the 7 of Swords. Okay, now this is a very interesting one, and it plays into people's motives and our understanding of each other's motives in the way we do things, which has been a real theme through this reading. And this, I guess, friends, is what's keeping people hanging around, not knowing which way is the best way to go, because, you know, where are people and where are we? Where are our motives? How do our motives clash with someone else's motives? Do we know? Is it even worth thinking about? That's the question. And the energy, guys, I'll say it again, is fluid. These cards, these meanings, this energy addresses itself differently depending on who you are, where you are on your journey. Okay, it's very much like karma. It addresses itself to everyone individually. And if you've got something sorted out before the karma arrives, then the karma will arrive in a form that takes account of just the way you are, just at this moment, because energy finds its goal. Any kind of reading or divination, anything we do like this has to do with energy finding its goal, and that is the key to the path through life as well. Okay, so right, let's do some more cards to get some more significance, please, for the sign of Cancer. Show us where we're going, please, for Cancer for the last week of May 2019. For the sign of Cancer, May 2019. Where are we going with this, please? Okay, so now we have... Okay, I've done 3 and a 4th one has fallen out, so I guess we've got another significator to go with this. There we go. Nothing like a smooth and complicated reading, is it? But hey, life is like that. So why wouldn't the tarot be like that? The significator that just came out is the Hierophant, okay? Here it's the grinning Cheshire Cat. In the traditional decks, it's more a sign of kind of... I always think of it as like worldly spiritual authorities who may be genuinely spiritually motivated or may not be. We have to ask that one. We don't really know what the Cheshire Cat is up to or why he is grinning so much, but he is a guiding light to Alice. So we can remember from that, you know, our guiding lights are around us. And I'm going to say there are guiding lights in this world, in this life, ways of finding significance that way. Okay. So for the Queen of Wands card, which got us kind of questioning ourselves, the card that's come out to correspond to that is number 19, and it is the Sun. Okay, and in this particular card, which is from Tarot in Wonderland, Alice is kind of reaching towards maturity. She's still quite small there, but she's got all the tools she needs to become a woman. It's that kind of rite of passage into womanhood that we're seeing here. So this is things growing and developing, and I'm a man and I read, you can tell, can't you? And I read these cards, you know, these things apply to me as they come up as well. The gender of this is fluid. Everything about it is fluid and fluid energy, guys. I actually see a certain amount of judgment and justice in this card, but it's the Sun, and things are looking good, but it's those rather difficult first steps to take with a situation, okay? So in terms of the Queen of Wands getting us asking questions about ourselves, we really want to make sure we've got things in order before we start stepping forward. But Cancer, you're actually going to find you've got a lot of these skills in place and a lot of the abilities that you need to make these things happen. Okay, so the next card of the 3 was the Ace of Swords inverted, and that got us thinking about... willingness to change, you know, people's unwillingness to change around you and possibly your own unwillingness to change. But Cancer, that would be more to do with not knowing all the facts yet, would it not? So here we get the Justice card, okay? And this is about getting your facts right and being in a place of trust if you can be, okay? And for someone as compassionate as a great many Cancer people are, it's not that easy. It's not so much trust, it's just knowing that if you did it yourself, it'd be better, it'd be easier. But somewhere in this plan, Cancer, you put in too much on yourself, or you're being open to other people putting too much on you. So do put yourself first with this, Cancer, okay? In terms of being willing to change your thinking, just do be, you know, get as many of the facts as you can, because otherwise you're not going to make a decision that you're happy with. And it's best to make a decision that you're kind of long term, you're going to feel content about, okay? But do take your time, okay? This spread is for the last week in May, so there's kind of a week to even just think about which way you want to go with it, let alone do anything else. Okay. So guys, the Fool is the next of the 3 significatory cards that came up, and this corresponds to the 7 of Swords, okay? Now in the 7 of Swords, someone has clearly committed a crime, but have they clearly committed that crime because they're a criminal, or have they just kind of bent things around a bit to suit themselves or to suit someone else? Is someone trying to help you, basically, Cancer? That's what I'm saying, in ways you don't understand. Well, it's the Fool's journey here. It's a real beginning, and it's great to have that for the last card in the spread. But do be aware of the cat here, who is trying to warn Alice that not everything is as fluid as she'd like it to be. And it isn't, is it? Because we've got the Hanged Man for the significator. And for the other significator, we've got number 5, the Hierophant, okay? Now, 5 is a magic number, isn't it? It's the number of the pentagram, the pentacle, and it's actually a magical number for a reason. If you've ever tried to draw a perfect pentagram, It's a pest working it out. It's 72 degrees. That's what you need to know. Okay, but it's just like really, really hard to calculate, and you would have had to have been a magician to draw one back in the day, I should think. But you know, there we are, number 5. It's a kind of a lucky sounding number to me, that Cancer. That's looking really positive. But consult someone. This is someone in this world with spiritual kindredness, you know, a like-minded soul that you get on with, maybe more than one person. Your soul group in this world, you know, that's where the answers are, and these are answers to questions that you may not even have asked yet, you know what I mean? You go along, you start talking about things, something else comes out, it's uplifting, it takes you further forward. Okay, Cancer, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back more with, I'll be back soon. I will be back more, but I'll be back soon with more readings and other spiritual stuff that we'll be looking into and going into. Meanwhile, have a great time. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and tap that bell. Peace. See you soon. Goodbye.